hello. Oh, hello. Just gotta say, oh, hello.
Connecticut. I have to get used to that. That's so cool. I think I'm like so overwhelmed at the first taping of Hello Connecticut. I'm glad that you're on this journey with me. I'm honored to be here bringing you great guests in the Connecticut community, like my friends from the Connecticut Canine Olympics. Hello, you guys.
Hi, Renee. Thank you for having us.
Oh
We're
my
so
gosh.
excited to be here on your first show.
Forever distinction, right? First
Yes.
show. So we have Officer Brousseau and Captain Lyd Rodriguez from the Connecticut Department of Corrections. My son, Wolfgang Luciano II. And we do pre-tape these shows. They're weekly shows. And this is his birthday today. So he's having a big celebration that you'll all be. Happy birthday, pumpkin. Anyways, I have been a part of the Connecticut Canine Olympics for so many years. Captain Lyd, tell us all about it.
Yeah, so the Connecticut, we're in our 32nd year this year. It's a canine obstacle course, competition style. Start off with a nice muddy pit, jump in, go through some obstacles. It replicates a lot of the obstacles that canine police dogs will see out in the real world. And then from there, we go to the foundation of our program, which is obedience. A little obedience session in the middle of the field, and we end it with a simulated apprehension on a simulated decoy.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular one. Kristen, Officer Brousseau, you've sort of taken over being the lead person for this event. Can you tell us about this year and what we can expect?
Absolutely. So I was former competitor with my old partner, Canine Drobeck, and the last few years I've slowly started to take over helping to run the event so that I can give back to other officers. It was one of our favorite events to participate in. We were first place overall one year, second place the following year, and it's just honestly, it's just a fun event for the families to come out and watch, a good opportunity for the law enforcement members to bond with the community and showcase what these four-legged furry partners of ours are capable of.
Yeah. Now, depending on when you're watching or how you're watching this show, the event is on September 21st. So if you're watching it on the Wax right now, it might have already happened. It is a free event. You don't bring your family pets because these dogs are competitors. And it's also fundraising as well. Talk a little bit about how much good you've done for community organizations too. Captain or officer, whoever wants to take that.
Yeah, so the biggest part of our event is actually the fundraising that we do. So most of the money that we raise is through the sales of t-shirts, food. We sell hot dogs and hamburgers at the event. Kona Ice will be present, as well as Traveling Tom's Coffee, and they all help to fundraise so that we can give back to the communities we serve. So some of the organizations that have benefited from us are the Hometown Foundation, Kenway's Cause, Mark 9. We donate to the McNally Golf Tournament in Cromwell. Sergeant Carlson picked that as his donation. So we give back to the communities we serve, which is really rewarding.
And people, we just had all of the social media and everything that you could follow, because you're going to want to see who wins this year. And we also have a beautiful tribute. Oh, there's that information for you right there, because we have a beautiful tribute that's going to be taking place on there, because Trooper First Class Aaron Pelletier's family is going to be on hand with his retired canine partner also in the Canine Olympics. So you're going to want to definitely take a look at those pictures, videos to see how that goes. And then also, you're going to want to see who wins. Now, the last year's winner was Sergeant Carlson again from Cromwell. That's not his first time winning. We had, who was second place with Canine Nous? Who was that?
Oh, Officer Sean Kelly from the Connecticut Department of Correction, and third place was Officer Supernaut and Canine Grimm.
That's right. And so when each person wins, they get to choose a charity as well.
Correct.
All right, so how much training does it go into for a canine officer?
A lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. The typical police patrol classes is usually between 12 to 16 weeks.
Yeah.
That's just for patrol work.
And so for on Amazing Canine Duos, which is another segment I'm lucky enough I get to do here, but you get to see a lot of these officers, these amazing canine duos, working together. They go home together. It's 24/7. You specifically are with the Department of Corrections. Is it the same? Is it the same deal? The canine partner typically will go home and spend his off hours with his partner and their family, or is there any differences?
Yeah, most departments, whether they're municipal, state agencies, the bond is extremely important with these animals. You want to have that trust and that connection so the work never ends. When you go home at the end of your shift, yeah, you may not be in training mode. You want the dog to have an opportunity to be a dog, but they still are expected to maintain some level of discipline and obedience while during their off time as well.
How has being a canine officer for the both of you changed your perspective on policing?
It's been amazing. Just to be able to see what these dogs can go through, the stress we put on them, and the good they do for the community has been eye-opening.
Yeah.
For me, I think one of the biggest misperceptions is that these dogs, we force them to work, and that is not the case at all. They love going to work every day. Their tail wags. When we do training with them, that is their happy place. They absolutely love going to work every day, and we build their confidence. So we're actually building a happy, confident dog through work. And then the other opportunity of just bonding with the community as well. It has opened up my eyes so much having a canine partner, how much more it allows us to be a part of our community because people are interested. They want to ask questions about our dogs. So.
This guy right here is feeling very comfortable. We're going to have to vacuum the floor after we're done here. Great, my first show, and I've already got to vacuum the set. You know, I just want to thank you both for being here right now. I want to thank you for all the years of work and service you've done with the Connecticut Canine Olympics. And I know this is a particularly hard year for you, Officer Brousseau, because you just lost your partner, Canine Drobeck. We did have Officer Brousseau here on to talk about that. And there's a great Pay It Forward account, and she'll have it listed on the Connecticut Canine Olympics pages and social media where you can make a donation, because when the dogs retire, sometimes in some cases their medical funding and some of the things that they were allowed when they were working on the job gets taken away, and that's a financial burden on some families. So can you talk a little bit about, you know, how important it is to support our canine heroes even after they retire?
Absolutely, I would love to. So I would say that at least 90% of the agencies out there, once the dog retires or parts ways with that agency, they become the handler's responsibility. So, and unfortunately, as dogs get older, that's when most of their medical issues occur. Right. So it does become a huge financial burden because of organizations that are out there like the Hometown Foundation, Mark 9. They have opportunities for handlers to apply and make their dogs part of their program so that they can reimburse some of those medical expenses. So for me in particular, Mark 9 was one organization that had helped us with our annual vet bills, and then the Hometown Foundation helped for our emergency care, which was a huge relief for me.
All right, I want everybody to pay attention to all the social media handles for the Connecticut Canine Olympics. Also, there'll be links up on how you can help pay it forward. You can look at photos, you can see who's going to win this year, depending on, like I said, where or how you consume this show. Hello, Connecticut. It is my first taping and also